There's some breaking news coming in, a fairly unprecedented situation at Vistara Airways. Vistara is now cancelling a significant number of flights or delaying them. That's been a crisis they've had for the last couple of days, and they've just come out with a statement. We'll come to that in a little while. But if you are flying on Vistara tomorrow, be sure that your flight is operating. There is a major crisis as far as crew availability is concerned. There is a statement that we have these cancellations because of crew not being present at work. Crew unavailability is how they phrased it. The airline acknowledges this. They're deeply concerned about the inconvenience. Significantly, Vistara says we've decided to temporarily reduce the number of flights we operate to ensure adequate connectivity across our flights. One of the ways they're trying to deal with the situation is by deploying larger aircraft like the 7879 Dreamliner and A321neo on select domestic routes to combine flights or accommodate more numbers of customers wherever possible. We are offering alternate flight options or refunds to affected customers. We understand that these disruptions have caused immense discomfort to our customers and sincerely apologize for them. So it's a crisis at Vistara at this stage, a lack of crew availability. The real reasons for this lack of crew availability have not been spelt out at this stage. We will try and get more information in the next few moments. Joining me now, Ajay Attorney. He's an aviation analyst and specialist watching this fairly unprecedented situation. Ajay, do we have any clear idea on why this is happening at Vistara?
Reasons that is coming out has been the protest. It is sort of an organized protest by Vistara pilots. Some of whom are going to get a reduced pay package, once they, because the airline wanted to align the pay packages with the Air India pay packages. And as a consequence of this, some pilots, I think the co-pilots will receive less pay packages. And this is some sort of a protest that has been organized. This is not the first time this has happened. This has happened before. Mm-hmm. And I think this is just something that has come out again.
Do any of their competitor airlines stand to gain from this crisis situation? Because as I understand it, some of the other airlines offer or are offering higher salaries presently to their co-pilots, not necessarily linked to this situation, but generally speaking.
I think, this is a situation where the co-pilots, the junior pilots sort of, are trying to just ask for attention and say to the HR department or the top management of Vistara to come on the table and have a discussion rather than just give them conditions which are not suitable for them. And I don't think, if there will be discontent, obviously there will be pilots who will move out of the equation going forward. But mostly I would hope that for the best interest of the merger and the airline itself, they will be able to sit across the table and solve this.
And I think the key point over here is that, whenever a flight is cancelled, obviously it is incumbent upon the airline to ensure that passengers get an alternate flight or they mount another flight. But this has a cascading effect. So it's not just the flight delays tomorrow or the cancellations, but also the cancellations earlier on today, and I believe even earlier, which have resulted in this entirely unprecedented situation at Vistara, right? So for them to clear this backlog, one way or the other, is going to take time. That's my understanding. Do you share that?
Indeed. When I came on here, you were reading out the announcement, right, from Vistara, that so we don't know what flights are going to be cancelled tomorrow at this point of time, but I expect another day of cancellations. And many flights will be operated by larger aircraft, so that means more people accommodated on the same planes. So let's hope they're able to organize enough pilots, turn up on for their jobs tomorrow, and have the backlog cleared out.
One final question, Ajay. At what stage, if at all, does the regulator, that's the DGCA, get involved in a situation like this?
I think the regulator could have gotten involved today itself, and we just don't know about it. But see, these are situations that happen at all airlines from time to time. Okay, Vistara is not unique in this. If this continues to be a prolonged issue, obviously the regulator will step in and ask Vistara to, ensure reliability of their operations. But I don't think there is something sort of a crisis of that epic proportions brewing at this point of time.
Right.
That the DGCA needs to step in.
All right, Ajay, thanks very much for speaking to us, clarifying the situation. Thousands of passengers will be impacted by this, flight delays and cancellations. We've seen that today as well. Vistara now coming on record to say that they'll be combining flights with larger and accommodating passengers on larger aircraft, and that flight cancellations and delays will in fact be taking place tomorrow as well. There is a problem with their pilots turning up to work, as it were. And that's something we'll try and find out more on. Thank you very much, Ajay, for being with us.